What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey692 coming to you guys with the video right now. So I want to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles running backs, okay? Because I looked at some contracts. I looked at just how we've been running the football lately. And, guys, the sequence is there. I mean, we have the formula. If they stick to it, if Nick sticks to it, it's not going to be on the player. It's going to be on Nick to stick to this formula because it works with Jordan Howard, Boston Scott, Miles Sanders is hurt right now. Kenneth Gainwell hasn't really been used as much since the beginning of the season. Jordan Howard's contract's up after this year. Boston Scott's contract is up after this year. Miles Sanders has another, until the end of next year, getting out of his rookie deal. So what do? Miles Sanders comes back, this week, next week, whatever it is. What do you do at this point? I really don't know. I love having a bruiser back in Philadelphia. And when I noticed in that Denver Bronco game, they started using Boston Scott a little bit, and then they started to get Jordan Howard to the game to be that finisher. Jordan Howard gets to the second level through the line. I mean, upon contact, he can get more yards. Jordan Howard should have not left Philadelphia after 2019 to go to the Miami Dolphins. He did not want to leave, and I think that Jordan Howard deserves another contract from the Philadelphia Eagles. I think not another contract, but Jordan Howard should get a contract after this year. It's not like a mid-tier contract. It's nothing crazy. Boston Scott's really not going to cost that much either because, I don't think he's really going to cost that much, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So you have four running backs that could do a lot of damage. And when Miles Sanders comes back, that's going to be the question. Do they stick with this formula? Or are they going to stray away from what they've been doing? Miles Sanders, I think he dances a little bit more. I think he dances a little bit, but, I think he should just put his head down and run, and he's a tough runner, and it's going to be a shame if Miles Sanders is lost after next year. If the Eagles don't want to pay him, I don't know if he should be. I'm not a big fan of paying running backs just because I'm just never a fan of that. Not saying these guys don't deserve to get paid, but I'm just not a big fan of paying running backs. That's just me, though, for that position. But for what we have right now, you got to keep some of these guys next year because really you lose two. You're going to have Miles Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell next year. And I don't know how many running backs they should keep. I mean, at this point, I would love to keep 3 running backs next year if they could. But with the sequence now, what they have, Miles Sanders comes back. Who's not getting playing time? I would say it's probably Kenneth Gainwell, but they might, we'll see. If they're going to, obviously they're using 3 running backs right now. So Kenneth Gainwell will be the odd man out as of right now. He'll be put on practice squad. He'll get protected. This way no one claims him. And then we'll see what happens after that because we don't know. I don't know the future of this backfield right now. If it's up to me, I don't. It's hard because I like Kenneth Gainwell so much. I like Boston Scott. I love Jordan Howard. I love having a bruiser back and not having a bruiser back since the Super Bowl in Philadelphia. Well, obviously we had Jordan Howard in 2019 before he went to Miami, but when we had it in Philadelphia in 2017 for the Super Bowl year, it was fantastic to have a 3-headed monster in the backfield. And I think they can have another one like that with Miles Sanders included, whether you have to protect Kenneth Gainwell on the practice squad. Not saying Kenneth Gainwell is bad. All I'm saying is I like what we have so far and what we're doing. And, I think you should pay a couple of these guys next year. And like I said, it's not going to be high contracts, mid-tier, like huge numbers, okay? I mean, Jordan Howard's only making like $490,000 for the year, whatever it is. It's not much, you know what I mean? So it's a practice squad player. You only had 2 running backs on your roster going into the season. You had 7 linebackers. We didn't get why they didn't keep 3 linebackers or why Jordan Howard was on the practice squad. It made no sense on why they did that. So it's going to be really interesting to see even after this year, but I'm excited about this backfield going forward, especially after this big win against the Broncos. It's a big win, okay? And, you use Boston Scott, then you start to incorporate Jordan Howard in the mix, and, good things happen, guys. I mean, good things happen. You tire out defenses, and, the pass rush isn't as great. You have more protection, more time for Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts can rip it. With whatever plays that Nick kind of has dialed up for Jalen in this offense. But it's going to be a tough decision come next year if the Eagles want to pay Miles Sanders a lot of money. But at the same time, Miles Sanders hasn't had any career numbers as of right now just because they haven't used him. They haven't ran the ball with him enough between last year and this year. So I feel bad for Miles Sanders that he doesn't get more of an opportunity. But when they first started running the football, I think it was against the Lions, he gets hurt. He's on IR for a few weeks. Hopefully comes back this week. Next week, we'll see what happens. It should be interesting. But let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Do you guys think they should pay Boston Scott, Jordan Howard next year? Should they just pay one of those guys? Is Kenneth Gainwell, will he have a chance on this roster next year? I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. But I want to keep one of these guys in Philly next year. And I want them paired up with Miles Sanders. And I think I'm a big fan of Jordan Howard. I'm a huge fan of Boston Scott as well. But Jordan Howard, I love bruiser backs. And hopefully they give him a contract. That's what I'm praying on. After this year to pair him up with Miles Sanders. I'm hoping that they keep 3 running backs next year. That's what I want. I want a 3-headed monster on offense. That's what I want. I know Kenneth Gainwell's he had two plays for 5 yards, so it really wasn't much. But the backfield's going to be really interesting come obviously next game, the rest of the season, and obviously next year. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys later. Shakes, what up, Flawless Fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.